This is via the South Yard. This is the only film of all the things I requested that they would release, but it still clearly shows that's me in that parking lot, stopping in the middle of the street to document. I'm not blocking any traffic whatsoever. I'm in the street. You can count the seconds. For less than 10 seconds, as I crossed it, I stopped and I paused. I'm not blocking any traffic whatsoever, but via guards allege I intentionally disrupted traffic. I do apologize. I tried to edit it off of here, but the format that they use will not allow me to edit their film in any way, shape, or form, which is great. I'm glad that they chose to do that. So at this point, I'm simply filming off of my computer screen what you're seeing. You see this bus here, it's not going to try to leave. It's going to go out the other way. But if it did try to leave, I'm clearly not blocking traffic. That's me down here. You have your two guards that are over here in the truck, and shortly they'll get out. They start their intimidation thing, and I'm like, I'm used to that. It is what it is. You see that vehicle left? That's one vehicle that left. Didn't obstruct that vehicle from leaving in any shape or manner. There'll be two buses that leave right after each other. On my video, it froze and locked up. That's the friendly VIA employee that I spoke with, and again complimented him on being polite and friendly on my video, on my live feed. Again, my live feed froze up because my camera overheated. It was hot out that day. So the audio continued, but the video stopped, and some people said, oh, you could have been out in the street doing what they alleged you did. And there goes the problem with that. And that's why I requested the video cameras, the dash cams from those two buses. And I'll go into that shortly about the reply that I got from VIA about that. They say they can't release those dash cams because, oh, well, they show license plates on their dash cams. And they say that that's an exemption, but it's not an exemption. They falsely sent that to the Attorney General for the ruling that, for the Attorney General to state that, oh no, you don't have to release it because there's license plates that those vehicles read. And they said, oh, well, we can't alter our video in any way, shape, or form, so we can't blur that out, so we can't release it. Complete malarkey, because the statute that they listed only disqualifies the release of the body cam if it shows registration. That's not your license plate. That's your actual registration sticker that's clearly visible, or driver's license, not license plate. So again, I'm out here filming. I know that they're going to call the cops. I know what's going to happen. And I'm waiting, and I'm doing my thing. And again, this clearly shows that I'm not blocking any of these buses. Here you got the first bus that came out. That should be like 601, and the next one would be 599, something like that. These buses, they refuse to release their dash cams because they claim they showed license plates of other vehicles. But as you see, that first bus never had any license plate that would have been shown. The second bus would have only shown the first bus's license plate, and it still is exempt, or is not exempt from being released as public information. So again, they intentionally lie about the rules for releasing public information, and they make things like this difficult for the citizen to get. You see your two guards right over here. They're over here talking crap on the radio, lying and saying that I'm intentionally out blocking vehicles from leaving the scene. Now, again, this is VIA's surveillance video, unaltered in any shape or manner. and it shows that I have never done what they allege to do. Absolutely no reason for them to have called the police. However, they did call the police, and the police insisted that, well, are you going to continue blocking the road? They kept saying that, and I'm like, I've never blocked the road. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing now, which is filming from where I'm allowed to film. And Sergeant Martinez shows up. He's the third officer on the scene, and he tells those guys, "Hey, this guy's legit. He's not committing any crimes, so let's go." And that's great. But again, the problem is that this dirty security guard lied to the officers and told them while they were conducting their investigation that I intentionally stood in the middle of the road blocking via traffic with the intention of blocking their traffic, and that never happened. And again, when he lied on that police report, he committed the crime of 3708. And that's why I requested this film. That's why I requested the body cams of the officers documenting what he told them. That's why I asked for the call logs, who he called, all that other information. And again, this is all that VIA will release. But again, it clearly shows I am not guilty of what this security guard alleged happened. There's no way he could have seen or understood what I did. He chose to elaborate what I did and to expand to get me in trouble so that they could make a arrest when I committed no crime at all. And their guards do this all the time. And again, the officer chose to keep using the phrase, "Are you going to continue blocking traffic?" And I had to correct him on that several times. These are the types of things that dirty cops do. If I'd have just said, "No, I'm not going to continue blocking traffic," then he'd have said, "So now you're admitting to blocking traffic." And so that's, again, why you should never talk to cops. They twist your words to use against you. The third officer who's in this back corner, that's Sergeant Martinez when he pulled up. And I pointed, and I'm like, he knows I'm allowed to be here. He knows I don't break the law. He knows what I do. And again, this dirty guard right here is the one lying to the police officer saying he intentionally was standing here blocking traffic from coming in or out. So, again, that is the unedited footage. Unlike my live feed, which did freeze, I can't change that. That is what it is. That happens sometimes when you live feed. You get pixelation and other issues. But again, this proves exactly what I said happened. And it proves, again, that what the guard alleged happened never did in fact happen. So, of course, the police will not charge him for filing a false police report or for lying in the course of an investigation. Because, they don't do that. They certainly would have carted me off to jail if I did not know how to phrase things correctly. And then I would have beat it in court. But again, this is the type of thing that VIA does on a regular basis to people who film in public. So there's your officers leaving. No issues with, them leaving after Sergeant Martinez said, "Hey, he's allowed to be here doing what he's doing. Let's go. Let's get out of here." And that's me walking off of the area.